good, everybody? It's your girl Cherry, and welcome back to Life of Cherry Vlogs. Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Or as y'all can tell by my window, it is nighttime. How you doing tonight, boo? How are you doing tonight? All right, so I am here for a sit down, chit chat, Q&A, very special pregnancy update video with y'all. So I'm gonna get right into the questions because I do have quite a few questions that I want to get to. Y'all already know that your girl is long-winded and your girl can talk. Your girl can talk. So I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna get right into the questions, and stay tuned for the end of this video for me to give y'all a belly shot and all of those good things. But your girl done sat down, got comfy, and I'm not moving. Your girl is not moving, okay? And welcome to Vlogmas day number, who knows? But give this video a thumbs up because your girl's coming with this content back to back for Vlogmas, okay? If you are new here, hey boo hey, my name is Cherry, and you about to get to know about me and this pregnancy, okay? Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you'll know the next time I post a new video, which by the way will be tomorrow. Okay, so I have my phone here, and I try to get jazzy. I'm like, it's Christmas, we sitting by the tree, put on some accessories in your green dress, boo, and let's get to these questions. So I have the questions here on my phone, so let me just pull them up, and then we're gonna get right into the question. So the first question from my pregnancy update video is, how did I find out I was pregnant, and how did I feel? So it's kind of a funny story. For some reason, things just started happening to me. Like one day I woke up with this really big appetite, and I woke up and I was like, I want chicken for breakfast. And my boyfriend was like, what? I'm like, I want chicken for breakfast. And he's like, don't you think you need to chill and take it easy? And I'm like, nah, I want chicken. So I was just having weird cravings early on before I even knew I was pregnant. I remember one day we went to go empty out my storage. This was before I even moved into this apartment. We was like, we want to get rid of the storage bill, so we went to go and clean out my storage, and I was doing the bare minimum, cleaning out that storage unit, but I was huffing and puffing and tired, and I was like, and he was like, what is wrong with you? He started to get concerned. He's like, are you having some health issues? Another thing that happened is, these sandals that I would wear all the time, one day I went to put them on and my foot did not fit in them. And I'm like, yo, why can I not fit my sandals? So all of these things was happening, and it just never clicked for me. I know y'all all saying probably like, well, what about your cycle? Like, you're a female, didn't your menstrual cycle come? But I have something called PCOS, and basically it affects different women in different ways. But for me, how it affects me is it makes me have an irregular cycle. So if I skip a month without having my period, that's normal to me. If I have my period for more than a week, 2 weeks, then that's normal for me as well. So it's hard to judge, when things are out of whack with me with my cycle, because things are always out of whack with me with my cycle. I've been grateful enough and fortunate enough, thank you God, to be able to conceive naturally. Some women with PCS, because their cycles are so out of whack, and because they are not ovulating, they are unable to conceive, or they need help doing so, like IVF or things of that nature. But by the grace of God, even being diagnosed with PCOS, I'm still able to naturally just wham bam, thank you ma'am, and your girl got a baby, okay? But so my cycle, I always tracked it, but I could never accurately track it because it was, it was kind of all over the place. But one day I woke up and I was like, something is not right. And out of nowhere, I just said, let me take a pregnancy test. And I took a pregnancy test, and I was so nervous to take it because I started thinking, girl, your shoes can't fit. You huffing and puffing and out of breath for no reason. You waking up in the morning wanting chicken, something is off. And I went in the bathroom by myself, my boyfriend was home and everything. And honestly, I was nervous to take it. We were not planning, or we were not trying to conceive at that moment, but also we were not doing anything to prevent it. So I went in the bathroom by myself. I took the test, and instantly, you know how they tell you when you pee on a stick, wait 3 minutes or something like that? As soon as it was like, I peed on a stick and boom, it was like positive. And I looked at the test and I was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I wrapped it up, put it to the side. I'm like, I gotta do this again. Took another test, boom, instantly it came out positive. So now it's still morning time. My boyfriend is up. He's getting ready to leave for work. And I said, you need to sit down. So he goes to the couch. He's sitting on the couch. And I'm like, I need to talk to you. And I'm just sitting there the one time your girl was lost for words, okay? Because I always got something to say. And I couldn't get myself to talk. So I was like, you know what, never mind. And I got up and I walked away. And he was like, what's going on? Like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, nothing. And then I went back in the bathroom. So he continued to get ready for work or whatever the case may be. I came out again. I said, I need to talk to you. You need to sit down. So now he's like, what the F is going on? And he's like, did something happen? Like, did you do something? I guess he's starting to question if like maybe I cheated or I don't know. But if my man comes to me and tell me that he got something to tell me and he's nervous and he can't get the words out and then he's like, never mind it, he's pacing back and forth, I'm gonna be like, something serious done went down. So after me doing that to him 3 times, finally I was like, I'm shaking. I hand him the test. He looks at the test, he puts his hands on his head, and he's like, you're pregnant? I was like, I'm pregnant. And he gets up and he walks out the room. Now don't tell him I told y'all this part, because you know how men are. They full of pride and ego and stuff. He gets up, he walks out the room, he goes right into the kitchen, and then I just hear him crying. He's crying like he was just like me. He was in shock. Again, we weren't trying to have a baby. We had discussions about having children together and so on for it, but it wasn't something that we were actively trying to do. So when he comes back to the living room, he's just like, we just started talking. He was like, how did you know? Like, why didn't you tell me you was going to go and take the test in the bathroom? Like, and we just started having a conversation from there. But mind you, he was in the process of getting ready for work. So our conversation was cut short because he had to leave out the house and go to work. And yeah, that's how I found out that I was pregnant. Fast forward, we discussed everything. For me, because I have PCOS and because I know how fortunate I am to be able to conceive naturally, abortion is never an option for me. And honestly, if I didn't have PCOS, I don't think that would be an option for me. To each his own. I'm not here to judge you, but I feel like if you don't want children, there are ways you can try to prevent that from happening. And in our case, we weren't doing anything to prevent me from getting pregnant. So yeah, we ended up pregnant. It took both of us a while to kind of process it. Like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Are you serious? And in all honesty, we found out very, very early. I think when I found out I was pregnant, I was like 5 weeks. Like, it was just like fresh. Like, I was like 5 weeks. When I found out I was pregnant with my daughter Mila, I legit didn't find out until I was like almost 4 months. Like, your girl was just living her best life, shimmying and shaking. And then 4 months, boom, you're pregnant and you're like 4 months along. So yeah, that's how I found out I was pregnant. All right, moving on to the next question. How far along am I? Oh my God. So I have never, ever officially said, how far along am I? I just came on here like, hey guys, your girl's pregnant. Like, stay tuned, baby coming. The reason I never announced how far along I was is because I felt like, I don't know, I just didn't want to. But now we're here. So let me tell you guys, as of now, in the moment of recording this video, and I'm gonna still leave y'all a little gray area in there, but in the moment of recording this video, I'm in the month of December recording this. I'm not telling you the exact date, but I am 6.5 months. So in about 2 weeks, I will be 7 months pregnant. So yeah, your girl is 6.5 months pregnant, and yeah, I'm excited to meet my bundle of joy. Like, I'm really, really happy and thrilled. Like during this pregnancy, I felt my most beautifulest. I felt my most sexiest. I felt like I just felt good throughout this pregnancy. And yeah. So your girl's 6.5 months pregnant. All right. The next question is, what am I having? So I did do a gender reveal. Well, I didn't do a gender reveal. I did announce in one of my videos, let me say that we are having a baby boy. So baby boy will be here sooner than later. And yeah, we're having a boy. And you know, I have a daughter already. So to have a son, I'm good. If we have another child, we have another child. But yeah, I'll have a daughter and a son. How cute is that? All right. So my next question is, when is my due date? So I'm not gonna tell y'all a specific date of my due date, but you know, if y'all pay attention, then y'all will be able to figure it out. But I am due in the first half of March. So I am due March 2024. Baby boy will be here. So get ready, because one day you're gonna see a video of me like boom, and here's the baby. Now I think I am going to do a labor and delivery vlog / video. So yeah, when it gets time to deliver, then y'all will see that content as well. All right, so the next question is, do I have a registry? Yes, your girl finally set up my P.O. box, which, you know, allowed me to then go ahead and set up my registry. So I do have a registry set up. If you go to the description of this video and every video after this, okay, you will see the link to my registry there. My registry is set up through Amazon. At first I did it through Target, but Target was whack, okay? Every time I went and checked some of the items on my registry, they were saying that they no longer had that item available, or that item was sold out, or whatever the case may be. Amazon, I feel like everybody from old to young heard of Amazon before, okay? A lot of people are familiar with Amazon, and Amazon doesn't have stuff according to the season. They just have, like, you could buy winter stuff in July, and you can buy a bathing suit in December on Amazon. Like, it's not according to the season, so I know stuff will not be out of stock and no longer available. So yeah, check the description box down below and you will see the link to my registry. And I am going to do a virtual baby shower. I'm having a in-person, like, real baby shower, you know, for my family and friends. But for anyone who does purchase something from my registry and get it sent to my house, I'm not sure of a date yet, but I am going to do a virtual baby shower for all of my YouTube fam. So be on the lookout for that. But yes, registry is in the description box down below. All right, my next question is, what are some of my cravings? So I don't know. I don't really have cravings like that. In the beginning, like in my first trimester, your girl was having cravings. One of the things that I was craving so much, and it was so weird, so weird. Remember I told y'all, one of the first signs of me knowing I was pregnant without me actually knowing was I woke up one morning and for breakfast I wanted chicken. I'm like, I want some chicken. Give me some chicken. But in my first trimester, my number one craving was fried chicken with hot sauce. I don't know why, but I wanted fried chicken with hot sauce every single day. And I'm not a fried type of chick. Like, I don't eat fried food. I don't cook fried food. Like, so for me to want fried chicken every single day with hot sauce, and I don't like spicy food, but I will say with this pregnancy, my spice level has increased. Like, I could eat spicy whatever. I'm all spicy what? Yeah, that's for me. But yeah, my first trimester, I was just craving a lot of fried chicken. Now, I don't care for fried chicken anymore. That has come and gone. Also, in my first trimester, I was craving pickles. Like, it's not a myth. You really, like, pregnant women really be craving pickles. So yeah, fried chicken and pickles. Now, let me see. What is something that I could just, like, eat all day? Oh, I'll tell you. Salads. I'm obsessed with salads. Like a spinach salad, I would get a bowl, put some spinach leaves in there, throw whatever I got in my refrigerator in there with some dressing, and boom, have a salad. But I love salads made with spinach and pound cakes. I could eat a pound cake every day, okay? Oh my God, those intimate pound cakes, and then I had the lemon one the other. Oh my God, it's so buttery and good. But yeah, so now my second trimester, it's spinach and pound cakes that I'm craving. So my next question is, how has pregnancy been treating my body? And I will say, for the most part, pregnancy has been treating my body pretty well. Like, I feel my spirits have been high. I feel really good. There's times here and there, like sporadically, and it's not often, that I might feel down or sad or get like pregnancy blues or something of that nature. But it's like I snap in and snap out of it real quick. But for the most part, pregnancy has been treating me well. My first trimester, it was really, really rough for me. I was in and out of the hospital. I had morning sickness, night sickness. Like, I just had no control over my body. I'm like, yo, what am I having in here? Because this baby's out of control. But now that, I'm in my second trimester, entering my third trimester, it has really been easy sailing for me. I haven't had any, let me think. I haven't had any complications, any issues or anything like that. So my body has been feeling good. Like, I've really been enjoying being pregnant. And I was actually talking to my boyfriend the other day, and I told him, I'm like, I'm kind of sad that this pregnancy is about to be over, because I legit have been enjoying it. I love my stomach and my belly bump. It makes me smile from ear to ear to feel baby boy kicking. And let me tell y'all, he be in there wilding. I'm like, he's flipping, he throwing up gang signs, he doing something in there, because he be kicking away. When I go do my ultrasounds, all you hear is and the doctor's like, oh, he must not like this, because he be moving. He is a very active boy. Okay, so yeah, pregnancy has been treating my body pretty well. I haven't felt really down or anything like that. So yeah. All right, the next question is, do I want more kids? And the answer to that question is, I don't know. No, the answer to that question is, like I said earlier, I have a daughter, now I'm having a son. For me, I could be done with a boy and a girl, and that's it. I did have a conversation with my boyfriend, and I told him, if he wants to have another child, I am willing and open to have one more kid, and I want to do so within the next 2 to 3 years after this baby is born. No shade to any parent of a lot of kids, but your girl not trying to have 5, 6, 7 kids. I'm just not. I'm just not trying to compromise my value of life with all of these with all of these kids running around. Okay, I'm still trying to live my best life, be the best mother that I can, and still get a babysitter when I need one. So I have a girl and a boy. I could be done right here, and that's it. Or within the next 2 to 3 years, my boyfriend and I will start trying for our third and final child. Something that I did talk to my boyfriend about, even when we were younger. Y'all don't know this, but me and my boyfriend met when we were, I believe, 17 years old, and we dated as teenagers. We went our separate ways, but always kind of like kept in contact with each other every couple of months. Hey, how you doing? Hey, type of thing. And then as we got older, we became adults. We reconnected, and now here we are. Even when I was younger, I would always talk to him and tell him that I wanted to adopt. And that is still something that I want to do. So when I get settled, when I have a home, I'm a homeowner, have a house, and I am done having, my children, I still want to adopt. So although biologically this might, I don't know, we'll see, this might be my last child, we still will be adding in addition to our family later on down the line through adoption. Growing up, my mom was a foster parent, so there were children in my home, that were there temporarily. Then they went back with their parents or whatever the case may be. And then with me being a teacher, I see firsthand like the need for children to be loved and cared for, and to have a family and a place that they can call home forever. So yeah, adoption is definitely on the menu. So when that time comes, God willing, I will take y'all along with us on that journey. But that is not now. That is in the far future. Once we purchase our first home, once I'm more stable and settled in life, And once I am done, like, birthing my children, I'll be glad to add an addition to our family through adoption. Okay, so the next question is, which I kind of answered already, is the baby active? Yes, this baby is very, very active. This little boy be all over the place. Like, it's to the point where I can physically, and I'm a bigger girl. I'm not, little skinny. I got meat on my bones. Okay, so I can physically see when the baby's kicking me, like my stomach, I can see it. And normally, or I should say, when I was pregnant before, that's not something that I experienced. That just lets me know that his kicks are strong and powerful, and he gonna come out like growling, because this boy is strong and he is very, very active. And anytime I eat, as soon as I eat something, like boom, he gets up, he's moving. He's like, oh, we got food? Let's go. We got food? Let's go. So yes, baby boy is extremely active. All right, so the next question is, how is this pregnancy different from my first pregnancy? So my daughter, when I was pregnant with Mila, I didn't find out until I was almost 4 months, versus with this baby, I found out when I was about 5 weeks. So I had more time to process and get familiar with and experience things with this pregnancy that I didn't experience the first go around. When I was pregnant with Mila, I was just tired all the time. And that's kind of one of the reasons why it was hard for me to know that I was pregnant, because I didn't have no real symptoms aside from being tired. I came down what I thought was a little cold, and I'm a teacher. I'm like, one of the kids got me sick. Like, that's it. One of the kids just got me sick. And my mother was like, are you sure? Are you sure one of the kids got you sick? Are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, like, what could it be? Yeah, I'm just sick from one of the kids. But, after a while, I'm like, okay, it's been a long time, girl. Snap out of it. Let's just take this test. And I took a test and I found out. Versus with this baby, right at the beginning, I'm like, give me fried chicken. I know something ain't right. I can't fit my shoe. Like, instantly, I started having symptoms. With this pregnancy, I experienced a lot of morning sickness, which I didn't experience with Mila. With this pregnancy, I was in and out the hospital a lot in my first trimester, which is something I didn't experience at all with Mila. Like, with my pregnancy with my first child, it was just easy sailing. I did have a lot of complications after I gave birth, but during the pregnancy, it was good. With this baby, it started out real rough. It started out real rocky. Like, it was a hit and miss situation, honestly, with this pregnancy. So I kind of knew before they told us the gender that it was a boy, because I'm like, these pregnancies are like night and day. There's no way I could be having a girl, and these pregnancies are just completely different. So yeah, however it was with Mila, like, I could just scratch that off the list, and it was completely different. To the point where I was telling my mom, like, I feel like I've never been pregnant before, because what I'm experiencing and what I'm going through is something that I never experienced before. I'm hoping that because in the beginning of the pregnancy, it was, like touch and go. It was a little rocky, that once I have my son, that everything will be okay and it will be easy and smooth and so on for it from there on out. When I had Mila, after I gave birth, I developed preeclampsia. I was in a hospital for an extended stay. My newborn baby was home and I was in a hospital. Mila was born and she wasn't breathing. I was in labor for over 24 hours. It was a lot. I went through really, really bad postpartum depression. Like, it was a lot that I went through with my first pregnancy. And I'm hoping and praying that this time and this experience will be completely different. I do feel like I have more of a support system this time around than I did during my first pregnancy. So I'm just pray for me, y'all. Just pray for me, y'all. Because dealing with postpartum and having a new baby, and even being separated from my newborn baby because I have to stay in a hospital, or having preeclampsia, or all of those things is a lot. It's a lot for a new mom to deal with. Even if you're not a new mom, it's just a lot to deal with, period. So I'm praying that this experience will be different. All right, so the next question is, Are you nervous or afraid to give birth? And I will say, honestly, from my first experience, I'm a little traumatized, even though it was 6 years ago. And of course, I have my fears going into labor and giving birth, but I'm trying not to speak about those fears. I'm trying not to manifest them, and I'm trying to just think positively and know that everything is going to be okay. Some of the changes that I've made during this pregnancy to assure that things are going more smoothly, and just to prevent any of the things that happened before is number one, I changed the location of where I will be delivering my baby. So now I'm not gonna tell y'all the hospital or the doctors or specific details, but now I am going to be delivering this baby at the top hospital in New York City. So I'm really, really excited about that. I really feel like it's a good team of people and doctors and so on for it. The second thing I'm doing different with this pregnancy to kind of help and put me at ease with things is I do have a doula, and she has been so supportive of me. We are now in the process of me creating my birth plan, which is something I didn't have my first go around. I'm becoming more educated and more knowledgeable on, just the whole process of having a child. I am more aware of my rights when it comes to delivering my child, and that is why I am having a birth plan. If you are pregnant, or if you plan on having a child, or if you know someone who is going to be having a child, then really tell them to look into creating a birth plan. And in layman's terms, a birth plan is basically like an affidavit of a sense. What you put on that paper, once you sign it and you give it to those doctors and it's on your file, no matter what happens, they have to abide by what you put on your birth plan. So if you put on your birth plan that I want only one doctor in the room when I deliver this baby, then only one doctor is allowed to be in the room. If you put on your birth plan, I want music playing when I deliver my baby, then they must have music playing when you deliver your baby. If you put on your birth plan that I do not want them to cut the umbilical cord, people believe in saving a placenta and leaving a baby attached to the placenta and through the umbilical cord and things like that. If you put, when a baby is born, do not cut my baby's umbilical cord, then they must abide by what you put in that birth plan. So I'm in the process of creating a birth plan with my doula, and she has been very supportive. She has been answering any questions that I have, and she's just been helping me to feel more at ease to give birth and to, welcome this baby into the world. Also, my boyfriend, he is extremely, extremely supportive. Like, he offers me so much physical support, emotional support. Like, he tries to ease my mind about everything, and he actually is the one who found the doula for me, because he's like, I know you have, your concerns, and I know you're, a little anxious about delivering a baby. So this is him telling me, like, anything I could do to help put your mind at ease, to help make this delivery, better for you, then I'm willing to do it. And him finding a doula for me was one of the ways that he supported me and helped me through that. So yes, I'm excited to now have that and know my rights as a parent. And it's unfortunate that a lot of parents don't know their rights, and they don't know what they can. It is not mandatory that you get an IV when you go into labor. It is not mandatory that you lay on your back with your legs up in the air when you go into labor. And these are things, some of y'all might be like, we already knew that. These are things I was not aware of my first go around. So I'm happy that I'm getting more educated on it this time around. All right, so the next question is, how does Mila feel about becoming a big sister? So if y'all been keeping up with my videos and watching me, when I first told Mila that she was going to be a big sister, she was so happy, so excited, jumping for joy, and so on for it. But then reality set in, and she was like, wait a minute, that means I'm going to have to share you? That means I'm not going to be an only child? And she was like, she wasn't feeling it so much. But then she got excited all over again because in her mind, she was going to have a baby sister. And she's like, I always wanted a baby sister, a baby sister. So she was so happy and thrilled that she was going to have a baby sister. Then fast forward, we go to the doctor, found out it's a boy, come home and tell her it's a boy. And she cried her heart out. I don't want a brother. I'm not going to like him. This, that, and the third. She was not happy at all that she was having a brother. You know, I gave her time to let it process, to sink in. I read books to her about it. I talked to her about how good of a big sister she was going to be. We watched shows where it was kids with, it was a big sister and a little brother. And then also I was real with her. I told her, whether you want a little brother or not, when this baby comes, he's here to stay. There's no taking him back or anything of that nature. So you better get with the program real quick. But no, I supported her. My boyfriend and I, we both supported her and helped her to come along to being a big sister to a little brother. Now she can't wait. She's like, I can't wait for the baby to come. Like, I'm going to be a great big sister. I'm going to help change him. And I'm going to read stories to him. And this, that, and the third. So now, Mila's very, very excited to be a big sister to a little brother. All right. And the final question I have here is baby names. What am I going to name the baby? So, I'm super excited. Nah, I'm really excited. Actually, it's weird. So we have a name picked out, but it's not like signed and sealed. If something else comes along better, then we are open to changing the name. Right now, I will not be telling y'all the name we picked out, but I will tell y'all the baby name is going to start with the letter D. It is, my boyfriend's name starts with the letter D, and it was one of his requirements for his son that his name starts with the same letter, like father, like son. Both of their names start with a D. I said, you know what? You got that. You got that. So the baby name will be starting with a letter D. If you have any D name suggestions, drop them down in the comments below and we will be reviewing them. But as of now, we do have a name picked out. I will say I chose the baby's first name. And believe it or not, Mila chose the baby's middle name. And for the last name, I'm happy that my boyfriend compromised with me on this. The baby's last name will be hyphenated. So he will have my last name and my boyfriend's last name. So that is super exciting because if and when my boyfriend and I get married, my name will be hyphenated as well. And I'm not dropping my last name. I will keep my last name and add his last name on. So the baby will have that as well. So that's super exciting. All right, y'all. So thank y'all so much for watching, okay? I think I'm going to do monthly pregnancy updates. So basically, boo, we got like 2.5 more months to go with these pregnancy updates. But I think I will do them to keep y'all in the loop. I'm going to give y'all a little belly yelly shot. And, you know, that will be it for this video. So let your girl get up. Let me get up. Here's the belly yelly shot. 6.5 months pregnant. Okay. That baby's getting big. This is going to be a big baby, y'all. This is definitely about to be a big baby. That belly getting bigger. All right, cherry blossoms. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you'll know the next time I post a new video. And don't forget to check the description box down below so you can see the link to my baby registry. Anything you purchase will be greatly appreciated. And at a date that will be announced later, your girl will be doing a virtual baby shower. And you are all invited, okay? All right, cherry blossoms. I'll see you in my next video. Let me do a spin. Let me do a spin. Do a spin. Bye, guys.